Who's there?
Number 3.
Pass. Who's there?
Number 11.
They're waiting for you.
Ready?
And God bless Papa and Mama and Dolly and everybody for Jesus' sake. Amen.
The wolf cry.
It's the night riders. Get outside with the baby. I'll try and check the fire.
Wait, Mama.
Don't cry, Betty. We'll be all right.
Ranchito near the borderland, I often sigh. Hacienda close to town, and señorita, to make her happy, I would steal the gringo's cows to buy that little home and settle down with my chiquita. Ay, qué dulce es el romance.
¿Qué es eso? Come on, there's trouble ahead. Vamos. the matter here?
Run away.
It's Lopez. There's no use following Brown now. He's got too much of a head start. Come on.
Alto. Muy bien, compañero. Ahora, alto.
Thank you, senor.
Senor, I am Don Roberto Lopez from El Rio Rancho, and this is my daughter, Rosita. We are very much in your debt.
Oh, shucks. That wasn't nothing. Folks call me Montana. And this funny-looking galoot is my partner, Pancho Gonzalez, and the worst cabalera from all Mexico.
Mucho gusto, amigo.
Sí, señor. Mire que bien se escapó. Por poco se estrella con esos caballos. Por poco se estrella con esos caballos.
I better drive the team back to town for you, Miss Rosita. They're kind of excited. Your dad can ride my horse.
Gracias, amigo. Papá, súbete en los caballos que yo voy a ir en el coche con el señor. El caballo está muy excitado.
No, sí está muy bueno, mi compañero lo usa todo el tiempo, ese no debe de preocupar por eso. Bueno, anda, vamos, adelante. Bueno, señor, ¿qué nada? A ver. Ese caballo es manso, súbalo.
Síguenos, papá.
Eso es muy bien. Señor López, para que no le pase a usted otra vez lo que le acaba de pasar, nos debía de ocupar a nosotros para usted.
No.
¿Qué? ¿Que no nos ocupa a nosotros? Mire que nosotros somos los mejores vaqueros que hay en el mundo. ¿Debía usted darnos trabajo?
No.
No, yo le garantizo a usted que si usted nos ocupa a nosotros, usted tiene el rancho más bonito que puede haber aquí en estos contornos. Nos da trabajo, le trabajamos por nada.
Bueno.
Muy bien, así creía yo. Bueno, entonces ahora vamos, adelante.
I'm plumb sorry about you getting burnt out last night, Kelly. But if you want to build again, I'll let you have the money.
I already owe you more than I can pay. Anyway, what's the use? Building another shack. It'd only burn us out again.
And if the wolves raided us again, it might be worse. Murder means nothing to them.
Well, I hardly know what to say, folks. If there's anything I can do, though,
You've been a real friend to us, Cash. But we're leaving here today. Our homestead's proven up and clear, and we want you to take it as pay for what we owe you.
Oh, forget it, Kelly. Maybe you'll want to come back again someday. I ain't worrying none about you not paying me sometime.
Cash, the Kelly family ain't never coming back to this part of the country. Give me a pen.
How's the little girl, Miss Kelly?
Well, she's fine, thanks.
Well, that's good anyhow.
You do.
Say, you'll need some supplies for your trip. Just pick out what you want.
Thanks, Cash.
Hey, fix the folks up here with whatever they want.
I'll have a sack of flour, some ham.
See you later, fellas.
glad to see you.
¿Cómo está, Senor Hopkins? I have come to town to have a little talk with you.
Sure, come on in the store.
I'm sorry about causing your horses to run away, Don Roberto.
Senor Buck, I should thank you. If my horses are not run away, I would not meet my friend Montana and his friend Pancho Gonzalez, the worst caballero from all Mexico.
Papá, este pueblito no cambia nunca.
You looking for a chance to use them guns, Montana?
Maybe. Why?
I was just wondering. I'm Buck Daggett, foreman for the Lazy Y, and I could use a man of your reputation pretty handy.
Senor, next to the great Pancho Gonzalez, Montana, she is the worst caballero along the whole borderland.
Well,
What about Pancho? You got a job for him, too?
pretty old, ain't he?
According to my way of thinking, that's a pretty good reputation for a two-gun man.
You're right. And the salary will be $100 a month for each of you.
I wish you wouldn't do this, Don Roberto. You're ruining your ranch.
What else can I do? I cannot continue to borrow the money and not pay it back.
How do you tell Senor Daggett we will work for him? Isn't $100 a month worthwhile? But I have hired us out to Don Roberto. You done what? Yeah, fix the whole thing up when we ride to the town. You know, he's been in mucho trouble lately. He lose plenty cows. This señorita Rosita is a very beautiful señorita, don't you think so, amigo? I know she would feel very, very bad if she find out you will not work for her father.
Pancho, you win. Let's go break the news today.
Eso está bueno, vamos.
Every few days you lose some cattle to the rustlers, and, well, you're practically giving your ranch away a little bit at a time. Of course, I know I'm benefiting by your bad luck, but that ain't to my liking. You ought to be able to work this thing out in some different way.
Fellas, shake hands with Montana and Pancho. A couple of new hands I just hired.
Sorry, boys, but Pancho promised Don Roberto we'd work for him.
You're not turning me down now, Montana. Not after I hired you.
Well, you made us an offer, but we ain't taking it.
What do you have, big boy?
You gonna let him get away with it?
Not so as you could notice it. Wait a minute.
What do you got?
Pork and beans, beans and pork, pork without beans, beans without...
How about some pork and beans?
Si, with frijoles for what you call the dessert.
Molly, come here.
I'm sorry, Buck. I'm waiting on these two just now.
You're waiting on me, savvy?
After us, you come first, my friend. No?
Listen, Molly. Don't make a mistake and start shining up to this Montana hombre. You get me?
Buck, you're hurting me.
Listen, Daggett, that ain't no way to treat a lady. Mr. Daggett. You wouldn't use a gun, would you? I thought this was a little friendly argument. Come on, Pancho. We're riding. We will report to you at the El Rio Rancho, senor. Hey, why don't you open your hand?
I can't. I'm much too mad. Caramba.
Them two cyclones gonna work for you?
You hear what the Senor Montana say? And I don't think he is one to make the joke with, no? And besides, the great Pancho Gonzalez has agreed to teach my vaqueros to shoot with a 2.6 gun.
Amigos, come back here, pronto.
Pues a ver, pues Dios, sí, me caíste arriba.
¿Dónde? Vengan acá. Vengan acá, pronto. ¿Dónde?
Me clavaste una pezuña, hombre.
Señores, I am ashamed with you. To be a good gunfighter, you must learn to shoot straight while being shot at. Huh. Vamos, get your pistolas. Pronto, venga. Ahora verán cómo allí les doy, yo les voy a enseñar a ustedes. Pónganse ahí en la pared. Uno y luego después...
Tony! Saddle my horse. I'm heading for town. Muy bien, señor Barnes.
Now remove the bullets from the gun. I'm going to show you how to draw quick and shoot straight.
Listen, Don Roberta. I ain't stuck on all this gun throwing and shooting around here.
I hope the rustlers who have steal our cattle will feel the same way.
Ah, it's a lot of nonsense. As manager of the El Rio Rancho,
Well, do as I say, Senor Barnes.
But both of these gunfighters you hired's got bad reputations. And it ain't doing us no good to have 'em round.
The wolves have a very bad reputation, too, senor. No?
Yeah, but we don't know who the wolves are. But we do know a lot about Montana and his pal Pancho.
That is why I hire them, amigo. Where is this Senor Montana? I have not seen him this morning.
He and Steve, the foreman, rode down to the lower range.
Sometimes I mistrust these sex Barnes, padre mío.
Professor, how's the class? Very, very good. You should not be discouraged, amigos. Senor Montana was what you call terrible with a 6-gun before I teach him to know better. Now, amigo mío, show my compadres what my teaching have do for you. I'll do it. Ah, está bueno. Ahora verán este.
senor. You try to steal the glory from this what you call William Tell, no?
I'm sorry, miss. I was only trying to encourage the boys by showing them how Pancho learnt me the two-gun trade.
And you call this a trade? This business of carrying the two pistolas?
Well, we've got to make a living somehow.
But could you not do something else?
Once you start packing two guns, it's hard to get rid of them.
But, Senor Montana, what is this two-gun trade going to lead to?
Two gunmen can't worry none about that. Why, it's liable to unsteady their hands. All gunfighters are not really bad, Miss Rosita. Them that live a long time generally become marshals or sheriffs with a nice little home, maybe a wife, and some little kids. You know. I better get back to work.
Never aim when you shoot with a pistola, Tony. Just point the gun like the finger. This way. ¿Sabe? Is it not very simple, amigo?
See?
Now you go to the wall, and when I start to shoot at you, you point the pistol at me and pull the trigger.
But Don Pancho...
Don't argue with me. Do what I told you.
But I am very much afraid.
Now give the great Pancho Gonzalez one big neck pain. To the wall, Andy. Ahora sí que... You know que...
Please, my friend, but I wish to...
Caramba. I will shoot you. Santa María. Hey, wait. Ahora sí. No faltaba más que... Didn't I tell you to unload the pistola?
But I was trying to tell you, senor, that my big six-shooter she was loaded.
Well, I will forgive you this time. But take from this a big lesson.
Sí, gracias, senor. Gracias.
She's a mighty sweet girl, Dynamite. But I don't suppose she'd have any use for a two-gun toter after what she said.
I think you kind of like this, Señorita Rosita, no?
Well,
I kind of like her myself, amigo. Just wait till she find out how the great Pancho Gonzalez can make the love. What a love maker I am. Oh, God. Hey, caracoles, ¿qué pasó? Montana.
Coffee.
Blaine's barn burned down last night, accidentally, when everybody was away from home. He lost most all of his horses in the fire.
They don't suspect you, do they?
No. He thinks I'm his most loyal hand. He figures the cattlemen done it.
Maybe they did. We'll have Blaine pulling stakes, Poco Pronto. He ain't got any too much nerve anyhow.
What about Brown? We ain't bothered him none since he got away from us the other day. And if he starts talking again...
Brown knows too much for his own good. We'd better see what can be done.
Howdy, Tex. What brings you to town?
Thought I'd tip you off at a couple of stray gun toters hired out to old Don Roberta yesterday. And they're plenty tough, too, if you ask me.
I know all about them.
What'd you do, have a run-in with them?
No, just a little friendly argument.
It must have been.
Listen, Tex, them two hombres is plenty bad, especially this Montana. We got to get rid of him before he messes our plans all up.
Suits me, boss.
By the way, Tex, Don Roberta's moving a bunch of shorthorns through Boulder Canyon tomorrow night.
How'd you know? That's the first I've heard anything about it, and I'm the old man's manager.
I have a way of learning a lot of things.
Simón, también se va, que estamos ahora estamos muy contentos.
Pancho, funeral or a wedding?
Maybe both. ¿Quién sabe? Did I not told you that Pancho Gonzalez is the greatest lover from all Mexico?
No.
Señorita Rosita don't know how lucky she is that I'm at the rancho.
Pancho, you're not serious about this, are you?
Serious? Amigo, you now gaze upon the future husband of the sweet Rosita. She have just returned from church, and Sunday is the one day for to make the love. Bueno, deséame suerte. Es imposible, señorita. Why is it, señorita, that everybody misjudged the poor two gunmen? Of course, we don't live as long as any other kind of caballeros. But while we are alive, we make just as good a husband. Maybe better.
Perhaps you are right, Pancho. Do you know any two gunmen who wish to get married?
Señorita, it is for this great Pancho Gonzalez that I am speaking.
Senor, you wish to make the proposal with me?
See, are you not honored? You think I make the jokers with you? Perhaps you was interested in this Montana.
Perhaps.
I think I better told you about this Montana hombre. He is the worst heartbreaker in the whole borderland. Many, many times has my compadre Montana get married, and not once have he think to get what you call the divorce. Why, in the town of Juarez, he leave behind the most beautiful wife and 6 kids.
I don't believe you.
You've got to get away from here. You're in danger.
Why?
See that? What I told you.
Well, you must get out. If you don't, Daggett men will kill you.
Maybe they will, and again, maybe they won't.
I came to warn
I
Montana.
reckon I can take care of myself, miss. Thanks, anyway.
But...
What's the matter, Romeo? Did you get turned down?
I just find out from the señorita that she loves you very, very much.
You mean it?
Hey.
Listen, Pancho, I won't forget this.
No. I don't think you will.
Nice day, isn't it?
You think so?
¿Cómo está tu papá? La cosa la caballa?
How is my father and the other horses?
Miss Rosita, you know, ever since the first time I ever met you,
Yes, I think I understand. But if you want to make me love, you go back to your wife and 6 kids in Juarez. Your friend Pancho told me all about you. About your many wives that you're not divorced. And I see for myself it is true when I see this waitress right here and you talk with her. Oh, I think you are terrible.
¡Vaqueros! ¡Ven acá! ¡Vaqueros! ¡Ven acá! Oye, Sale, ven acá.
Amigos, you all know that Senor Blaine's barn is burned to the ground, and he lose all his horses in the fire.
And the same thing happened to Brown last night. Only this time there was murder, too. Brown was found this morning with a knife in his back.
The cattlemen have long resented my not joining forces with them hombres. El Rio Ranch may be next. You will all take turns night guard and be ready to shoot quick with the pistolas.
I'll stand the first guard tonight, Don Roberta.
Kind of figure that job belongs to me.
Senor Tex, you will let Montana take the first guard. I wish to talk with you tonight.
Reckon there's too many of them, Dynamite.
Un tiro. Luz, un tiro, muchachos, un tiro. ¿Qué pasó? Hombre. Mira, ya está, hombre. Mira.
The wolves raided your herd of shorthorns. There was too many for me, so I come for help. Get your horses, fellas.
Vamos. Ah, mira, se fueron todos los caballos. No hay ni un, hombre. ¿Dónde estarán?
Where's Montana? Wasn't he supposed to be standing guard?
That's right. Where is Montana?
Yo no sé.
Yo tampoco.
Did Steve tell you what happened?
Yeah. And when he comes for help, we find the corral gate open and the horses gone. Maybe you can do a little explaining to us, being as how you was so particular about standing guard tonight.
Tex, what are you driving at?
Use your own judgment.
Senors, we have enough trouble here without fighting among ourselves. Have the vaqueros trail the horses. We will look for the cows tomorrow.
But, Senor Montana, have I not always been your good compadre?
Poncho, you're my best pal. And that's why you're going to do this little favor for me.
Well.
Do you wish to speak to someone, Senor?
We were looking for you, miss. Poncho has something he wants to talk to you about.
Senorita, I think I make a big mistake when I told you about Senor Montana having 6 wives, which he have not divorced. It was 2. Other fellows.
What do I care about this Montana have 6 wives or kids?
But, Senorita, he loves you very much. I only told you about this love business because we both leave the rancho today, muy pronto.
Why you quit the job, senor?
We didn't quit the job. We're fired.
Fired? This what you call the discharge?
Steve thinks I'm responsible for the horses getting out of the corral last night.
Steve have no right to do this. I shall go and tell him.
No, miss. I don't want you to do this.
Padre, Steve have just discharged Montana and Pancho.
I guess Steve thinks I'm responsible for leaving the corral gate open last night.
Senor, you are not discharged. I will tell my foreman personnel that I have hired you again.
Thank you.
Qué bueno. La señorita no se quiere trabajo.
Steve. Tex, I want to talk to Steve alone. Steve, I have just hired 2 new riders.
Who?
Montana and his friend Pancho.
Look here, boss. If I'm going to be foreman of this outfit...
You will use your head. If this Montana hombre is responsible for what happened last night, the only way to find out is to keep him where you can watch him.
I guess maybe you're right.
Let him stand guard again tonight and keep the eye on him.
Right. And to make sure there's no slip-up, I'll watch him myself. I'll circle round him. If he's up to any funny tricks, I'll find out.
Está bueno. If anything has happened, you will fire 2 shots. The men are ready to ride.
What are you doing out here, Tex? Sort of looks like you might be aiming to ambush Montana, being he's headed this way.
Vamos, vamos. Oye, unos balazos por ahí. ¿Quién sabe dónde? Véngase para acá, los oí. Véngase.
By golly, just creased you, old dynamite.
He's dead. I would like to see his gun. Now we will have a look at your gun, senor. Tony.
Sí.
Take his gun.
Bueno. One gun has been fired, senor.
Sure, it's been fired. I caught a glimpse of the bird that ambushed Steve. I took a shot at him, but he got away.
That is a very good story, my friend. We will hold this man at the rancho till the sheriff is come.
1 minute.
Pancho, drop them guns or I'll plug you.
Gracias, senor. Jose, you will take care of the body.
Ande, muchachos, vámonos a la seguridad.
Won't be long now, fellas. Don Roberta's just about leaving town with the sheriff.
Oye, condenado, ven acá, voy a decir tu precio de big and salt. Oye, ven acá. Wait till I get out of here. I will attend to you personalmente. Sí. Ríete. Oye, ven acá. Échame de aquí.
But I know he is innocent, Tony. We must help him to make the escape before my father returns.
No, señorita. Don Robert take the scalp away from me if I do a thing like that. Está raro tener aquí una caballerita como esa. Condenado, ya verás que salga yo de aquí.
Pancho.
por aquí. Pare, la pistola.
Come on, get up out of there. Come on.
Senor Barnes must belong to the wolves.
Looks like it. Barnes, you're taking us to where the wolves meet. And you're also going to do a little talking, too, savvy?
I know where that pass is located, senor.
Good. You can lead us then.
Sí.
Rosita, you take that note to your father and the sheriff. And tell them where we've gone.
Sí, sí.
Bueno, entonces toma la pistola, vamos. Gracias, hermano. Camine, ande. Arriba el caballo, pronto. Get on the horse, quick. Get the rope. Anda, Tony. Hey, suéltalo. Ya, está bien. Vete al otro. Vamos.
Who's there?
It's Tex Barnes.
Show yourself.
Quieto, condenado, quieto.
Come on, get up out of there.
Vamos, vamos, ande, pronto.
Get up.
Ande. Entre. Deténlo. Déjalo.
Climb up there, boys. Get that clicker off.
Senor Montana has taken Pancho and Tony and start for the pass.
Come on, boys, or we'll be too late.
Listen, I'll take the guard place and shoot the night riders in one by one. The rest is up to you fellas.
They will be welcome most royally, senor. Ande, vamos. Not one word. Quiet. ¿Sabe?
Who's there?
Number 11.
Go on in. Who is it?
Number 8.
Go on in, they're waiting for you. Who is it?
Number 4.
Number 7.
Number 9.
Number 12.
You can pass, one at a time. 9. 7. All right, number 1.
Number 2.
You can go in, but you'll have to wait a while.
Montana.
You? That's number 1, the leader of the wolves.
Senor Hopton.
Well, I'll be danged.
Ah, you ain't got nothing on me. Barnes talked plenty riding out here, cash. Hopton gives all the homesteaders credit, and then rustles their stock and burns them out after their land is proved up on.
Why?
When they leave, he gets their land as payment for his kindness.
From now on, I think the wolves will be little baby lambs, amigos, no? Señorita, don't forget what I told you about the 2 gone men making pretty nice husbands while they last.
Senor, after Pancho Gonzalez, you are the worst lovemaker in all the borderlands, no?
No.